Hey YouTube, once again, this is John Cleveland, real estate agent in the Tampa Bay area, and you are tuned in to another episode of Journey with John. If you don't know who I am, my name is John Cleveland. I am a realtor in the real estate arena in Tampa Bay, and I love designing lifestyles through buying and selling real estate. So if you know of anyone who would be helped, or it will benefit from using my services, would you please reach out to me? I am on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, and Twitter. You can check me out by following me at John Cleveland Realtor. That's John, John, Cleveland, just like the city, Realtor. And I am going to be coming to you almost every other day or every day with something new, with another hashtag Journey with John series. I try to keep it light, I try to keep it fun, and I try to keep it inspirational. So without further ado, we're going to get into it. Like, comment, and share. Subscribe, please. Today we're going to be going into the Daily Stoic as always, and we're going to be talking about the circle of control. The circle of control. What is in your control in your circle, and what's outside of your control in your circle. So, reading from the Stoic here. Let me get it for you guys. Sorry, I'm usually prepared. So it says, this is important enough that it bears repeating. A wise person knows what's inside their circle of control and what's outside of it. What's outside. The good news is that it's pretty easy to remember what's inside our control. According to the Stoics, the circle of control contains just one thing. Your mind. Oh, that's right. Even your physical body isn't completely within the circle. That's weird. All these guys with the six packs and abs, and the big bodybuilders with the squats and everything, they always say that your body is in your own control. Let's keep reading. Well, that's right. Even your physical body isn't completely within that circle. After all, you could be struck with a physical illness or impairment at any moment. You could be traveling in a foreign country and be thrown in jail. But this is all good news because it drastically reduces the amount of things that you need to think about. I'm going to stop right there. So I just want to go and back up and talk about the physical, because I kind of alluded to, a lot of these bodybuilders and, gurus online that say, you can control your body. You get up early, 4 a.m. in the morning, and you can do 1,000 push-ups, and your body's under control. Yeah, to a certain extent, but just like it was just read here, your body is not completely under your control. Your mind is. Nobody can stop or influence your mind unless you choose to allow them to influence your mind. But your mind is 100% your control. So even if somebody comes in and sticks a needle in your arm and basically your body starts to crumble and crack, that wasn't under your control to reverse that, if you can reverse it. But you can control your mind on how you deal with it, or how you move forward with that incident. I remember that I got a couple of friends that I know have gone to jail, have been locked up before, and one thing that brought them through was the thought that they can lock up their body, but you can't control their mind. Anybody who's in oppression or who's been locked away or put in isolation or solitary, or even feel that in your mind you're alone, you're not alone. You can lock up the body, but you can't lock up the mind. The mind is a wonderful thing. The mind can imagine things. How you think a lot of these guys and a lot of people who've been in secluded places, far off, alone, can come up with the most beautiful, wonderful artwork. They probably haven't seen a lot of these places, but in their mind, they've traveled there. The mind is free. The mind is liberating, and you can't never lock up the mind. The mind can always go beyond what our physical bodies can. Um, Great point is if you are sleeping, your body is not doing anything, but your mind wanders. Your mind goes off into distant places. So your circle of control is always going to be up here. So that's what you can control. You control your mind, how you think about things, how you think about others, and how you respond to others. So your circle of control is always going to be your mind, even though outside influences are not going to be in your control. So let me continue reading on. So it says, but this is all good news because it drastically reduces the amount of things that you need to think about. There is clarity and simplicity. While everyone else is running around with a list of responsibilities a mile long, things they're not actually responsible for, you got just that one item on your list. You've got just one thing to manage: your choices, your will, your mind. So if you go back to my previous videos, and you'll see on some of the thumbnails there, it'll say your choices, your will, and your mind are one of the things that you do have under your control. This just reiterates your mind, your brain is under your circle of influence, your circle of control. You may have a circle of influence of people that you network with, but your mind, at the end of the day, your mind is what you control within your personal circle. So mind it, mind your business. But it is true, mind your business, mind your own brain. Go back, go deep into it. Think about your choices, thinking about how you reply and respond to things, and you feel oh so much better, guys. Like I say in my other videos, like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'll be on here giving you more insight into the Daily Stoic. If you guys have a comment or a video you would like for me to make based off of something positive, hopefully, and motivational, let me know, and I'll make a video about that. So this is John Cleveland, real estate agent in the Tampa Bay area. I'm going to be checking out, and I will talk to you guys soon.